Ultimate Temple Sacrifice Guide. So in this video, I am going to be showing you how to get the maxed out Sun Temple, maxed out TSG, and the VTSG. Now I know this can get quite confusing, so I will do this a step-by-step guide. So hopefully it should be fairly easy to understand. This is all done on easy mode, by the way, so just follow along. It should be very easy. So first we get the sun avatar. Obviously we will start off with the maxed out sun temple. So I will put the requirements on the screen somewhere, maybe. If not, then I will try to explain this to the best of my ability. So in order to get the maxed out Sun Temple, we need $50,000 worth of up to 3 tower categories for this sacrifice. So we need to sacrifice 3 different categories, and all 3 of them need to be $50,000 each. So in my opinion, the best thing to do is go for primary, military, and magic. We leave out support. So let's start off with primary first. We are going for a 205 boomerang and also a 040 ice monkey. Now this together comes up to $50,350. And now for military, we are going for a 014 heli and also a 050 monkey ace. This totals up to $50,015. Next we are going for magic. We start off with the alchemist, the 500, and then we go for a super monkey. This one we are turning into a 210. This together costs $50,015 once again. Now this should give us the max sun temple, so let's start off with that. And now I am going to talk through the maxed out sun temple buffs. So obviously we did primary, military, and magic. So starting off with primary, there is a plus 20 pierce to the main attack, plus 67% attack speed to the main attack, plus 5 damage to the main attack, and it also shoots out 8 golden blades that deal 25 damage, 20 pierce, and it fires every 1.5 seconds. And also there is a golden glaive that it shoots every 0.5 seconds that deals 30 damage with 50 pierce. Moving on to the military buffs, it gives a plus 45 larger projectile size, plus 45% projectile speed, plus 15% pierce to all attacks. It also shoots 1 golden missile every second. It has infinite range and deals 75 damage, and it can damage 50 balloons. And lastly, it gains 2 golden specters that shoot darts and bombs every 0.15 seconds. The darts deal 15 damage and have 10 pierce, while the bombs deal 10 damage and have 30 pierce. These are the specters we are currently talking about that are flying around the map. Then we have the magic class. It shoots 6 homing magic shots every 2 seconds, dealing 35 damage and has 7 pierce each. It gains a 20% chance to distract balloons with its main attack. It gains a force field attack every 5 seconds that can knock back balloons up to Moab class, and this can affect up to 500 balloons. And it can also spawn mini sun avatars every 30 seconds that lasts for 65 seconds, and they deal 4 damage per shot. And as you can see here, obviously we don't have camo detection. We can see the golden blades and we die. Okay, so that was a little bit embarrassing. I forgot to change the lives, but as you can see, yeah, the specters are shooting. It has infinite range. There are mini sun avatars that are being spawned, and there is the golden blades that are shooting out of this thing. Now the damage on this guy, as you can see, is actually not too bad. It is killing these Moabs and these BFBs fairly nice and easy. And now one thing I missed out on purpose was obviously the support class buffs. So if I sacrificed $50,000 worth of support towers with this guy, then we would have gotten a plus 5 range to the temple. We would have gotten 20% discount to all base cost and upgrades of all of the towers in range of the temple. We would have gotten a plus 2 damage, plus 23.5% attack speed bonus, plus 3 pierce, plus 20 range for all of the towers in range of the temple. He would have also given $5,000 at the end of each round and 50% more cash from balloons popped within the range of the temple. Now you could go ahead and do all 4 of the sacrifices, but only 3 are needed, because now moving on to the True Sun God. In order to get the maxed out TSG, you need obviously a minimum of $50,000 of 3 categories, which we did: primary, military, and magic. And now for the maxed out TSG, we need $50,000 worth of upgrades for all 4 classes. So I am once again showing you the cheapest options for easy mode. Again, we go for a 205 boomerang, we go for a 040 ice monkey, and for the military we get a 050 monkey ace, we get a 014 heli. Magic, once again we get a 500 alchemist, we get a 210 super monkey, and then for support we are going for the 005 engineer and also 2 farms, which will be turned into marketplaces. So 2003 farms. That is all you need for the maxed out TSG. So let's actually go for it. And this animation, oh, I love it. This animation is beautiful. So now let's talk about the maxed out TSG buffs. So now there is a plus 20 pace to the main attack, making it 40 pace total, a plus 67 attack speed to the main attack, which makes it 177.77% total, plus 5 damage, making it 10 total. It adds an extra 8 golden blades that deal 30 damage and 50 pace, and it fires every 0.5 seconds, giving it 16 blades total. And it adds a glaive attack that fires every 0.5 seconds that deals 30 damage, and 50 pace, giving it 2 glaives total. There is a lot of totals, I know. Military class, it gives plus 45% larger projectile size, turning it into 90, plus 45% projectile speed, totals to 90%. It also gives plus 15% pace to all attacks, making it plus 30% total. It shoots 1 golden missile every second, and it has infinite range and deals 1 damage with 74 extra Moab damage to up to 50 balloons. Now there's 2 missiles. And now as you can see, there are 2 more golden specters we have. There was only 2 before, now there is a total of 4. Now moving on to the magic class buffs, it adds 6 more homing magic shots, which shoot out every 2 seconds, dealing 45 damage and 7 pace each. Now there's a 40% total chance to distract balloons with its main attack. Now moving on to the support class buffs, there is a plus 5 range to the base temple, giving it 10% total, or 10 range total, Now there is a 40% discount to all of the base cost and upgrades for all of the towers in range of the temple, plus 4 total damage, plus 52.4% attack speed bonus, plus 6 pace total, and plus 40 range for all of the towers in range of the temple. Now instead of it making $5,000 at the end of round, it makes 10,000, and there is a 100% more cash from balloons popped within the range of the temple. Now there is a couple more things that I am going to go through, but I just want to showcase the tower a little bit because there is a lot of talking going on. But as you can see, the damage is very nice. We still don't have camo detection on this guy, so I should probably get a radar scanner. But yeah, this tower is amazing. It's really good. Now you're probably wondering, what is the best cross path for this guy? In my opinion, I think 520 is the best. I mean, they do different things. For example, I should put it up on the screen again, but 510, the range is increased from 65 to 75, and the pace of the sunball is increased from 20 to 21. A 520, which I've got right now, the range is increased from 75 to 87, and the pace of the sunball is increased from 21 to 23. Now 501, pretty straightforward, the balloons just get pushed back. 502, it gains camo detection, and the range is increased from 65 to 67, and the sunball deals plus 1 damage to camos. Now in my opinion, like I said, 520 is probably the better one. That is my opinion. I'm only saying that because it gives us, you know, a nice amount of range here. It can cover pretty much a lot of the map when you give it buffs. Okay, so now I think it is time to move on to the VTSG. You guys are probably waiting for that, so let's move on to that. So there is one thing you need before we start. You need the there can be only one monkey knowledge in the magic knowledge category, otherwise you will not be able to do it, so make sure you have this enabled. Okay, so onto the VTSG, it requires the exact same sacrifices, so 50,000 in primary, 50,000 in magic, 50,000 in military. If you have forgotten, then you can just rewind the video, or I'll probably put it up on the screen. So let's get the Sun Temple, and then we do the exact same thing as we did before for the TSG. $50,000 worth of sacrifices in all 4 classes. Okay, so here we have once again $50,000 worth of sacrifices in all 4 classes. And now one thing we need to do is get 2 super monkeys here. We are turning one into the 050 and one into the 005. And now we are gonna go for the TSG, or the VTSG, sorry. Just look at this animation, by the way. If you guys haven't seen this animation, it is amazing. Just, it's amazing. It's so cool. This tower looks cool. Everything about this tower looks cool. So just one thing you need to note before I talk about the buffs is that you cannot get this in chimps mode, obviously, because there is no monkey knowledge in chimps. So please don't waste your time doing this. I'm sure that's common knowledge anyway. But moving on to the VTSG buffs. Okay, so before I get into the buffs, actually, there should be either a link in the description down below with a PDF of basically everything I explained. So there'll be like 6 or 7 slides in that PDF explaining just a guide on how to get the maxed out temples. So if you want to check that out, it will either be in the description down below or on my Discord server. It will be pinned on the general channel, so that will be also in the description down below. Join my Discord server. It would be pretty nice to have you guys there, so please join anyway. Let's move on to the VTSG buffs. So starting off with primary, there is a plus 40 pace to the main attack, a plus 100% attack speed to the main attack, plus 15 damage to the main attack, which equals to 60 damage to the main attack. It adds 16 dark blades that deal 50 damage, 20 pace, and fires every 1.5 seconds. There's a dark glaive attack that fires every 0.5 seconds and deals 60 damage and 50 pace. Moving on to military, there is a plus 90% larger projectile size, plus 90% projectile speed, plus 30 pace to all attacks. It shoots 2 dark missiles every second. They have infinite range and deals 2 damage with 148 extra Moab damage, and this can damage up to 50 balloons. It has 4 dark specters. As you can see, they are flying around the map. They shoot darts and bombs every 0.15 seconds. The darts deal 30 damage and have 10 pace, while the bombs deal 20 damage and have 30 pace. Moving on to magic class, it adds 12 homing magic shots every 2 seconds, dealing 70 damage and have 7 pace each. It gains a 40% chance to distract balloons with its main attack. It gains a force field attack every 5 seconds that can knock back balloons up to Moab class, and this can affect up to 500 balloons. And it can also spawn 2 mini sun avatars every 30 seconds that last for 65 seconds, and they deal 29 damage per shot. Now the last and final support class, there is a plus 10 range to the temple, 40% discount to all base cost and upgrades of all the towers in range of the temple, plus 2 damage, plus 23.5% attack speed bonus, plus 3 pace, and plus 20 range for all of the towers in range of the temple. And then there's 10,000 end of round cash and plus 100% more cash from balloons popped within the range of the temple. Now again, I think the best cross path for this guy is the epic range. So a 520, and as you can see, it gives a nice little VTSG icon as well, which is pretty cool. Now let's see how this guy attacks. And yeah, as you can see, everything is dark. Everything is like just dark. It's amazing. I love this guy. The mini sun avatars are dark as well. Everything about this tower is cool. The damage as well, the damage is really nice. As you can see, we are not seeing any of the balloons, and I think I may have made a mistake. I think it's only 5,000 cash, not 10,000. I think it depends on the sacrifices you make for the Sun Temple. If you do a support sacrifice, it will be 10,000 total. Because I didn't do a support sacrifice, that's why it's only 5,000. Now there is one cool little thing you guys can do. As you can see, I've got the VTSG set up right here with a level 20 Adora in range. So I am going to upgrade this guy to the TSG, and as you can see, Adora is yeah, you can see the animation, you can see the map changing as well. This is really, really cool. You can also do this on Lotus Island, which I will show you guys in a second, but this is how Adora's temple looks. And yeah, this looks really, really cool. I love this design. It's amazing. Okay, once again on Lotus Island, this time level 20 Adora in range of the VTSG. Let's go for it. Let's see what happens on this map. This animation, I can never ever get enough of this animation. Okay, so I just checked and there's actually no change on Lotus Islands. It seems like Adora's temple is the only map that changes, but yeah, once again, just you can take a look at this nice little combo we got going on. It's amazing. It's so good. I love it. But if this video has helped you, please do leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Most importantly, join my Discord server if you guys would like. It would be amazing to have you guys over there. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.